everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're an OG, thank you so much for coming back and watching this video. So today's video is all about edges. This is probably the #1 request or the #1 ask of me, and that is, what do I use for my edges and how do I lay my edges? So I definitely wanted to put an official video out there to show you guys the process and the products that I use. So if you're interested, definitely keep on watching. All right, you guys, so first I'm going to use my jumbo scrunchie, and I just had to put my hair back so that it's out of the way. And by the way, ponytail check. Ah! Ponytail check. Oh my God. Y'all, this is the jumbo scrunchie, and it's only wrapped around one time. And when I tell you guys, I love these scrunchies. I have them in quite a few colors on the website, but yes, I absolutely love them. Satin-like, so they're not pulling at you or causing your hair to dry out. So anyway, let's move on to the products that I'm using. Let's start with the big one, the edge control. It is the Kiss Edge Fixer. And this is actually the grape flavor. It says maximum hold grape. This seems to be the best edge control for me. It works the best. Comment below and let me know which edge control you guys use, because I have not found, for me, anything that can beat this, okay? So that's the edge control that I use. I also use a Kiss Edge brush. This edge brush is unmatched. I haven't found anything else on the market that can stand the test against this. It has like board bristles and it's super soft, but the bristles are actually dense. So it's a whole bunch of them, and never mind if this is dirty. And then it has a comb on the end, which I very rarely use. And then it also has a thin tip there as well. But I absolutely love this brush. It's like sturdy to hold. It has a nice grip to it. And this is not sponsored, by the way, but Kiss, where you at? So anyway, I love this brush. I see everyone using it. So, and then also I use water, you guys. So I have my water bottle handy. Now, before we get started, I just want to note one thing that you should probably do before you start laying your, or you should probably not do before you lay your edges, is you shouldn't put on a full face of makeup, because when you're laying it down, you're going to be moving that makeup all the way around. So do your edges first, lay them down, and then do your makeup, okay? But, you know, I'm already ready to go, so we're going to go with this. So I'm going to zoom in to my edges and show you. So the first thing that I do is I take my water, saturate this part really quick. As you can see, it's saturated, all right? And then I'm going to take my edge control. I usually take a little bit on the back of my finger, like such. And I just put it on there and spread it out evenly, all right? They're already laying down, and with the, it's something about the water that helps with the hold for me. And I'm gonna show you a little trick as well. So if you see some brown stuff, just know that it's my foundation moving around. All right, so I love to slick this part because my hairline goes like this, and I like to kind of fill this part in with baby hair. So how I do my hair is I brush everything out first. I like to brush everything out. And then I do a little swoop action. All right. So you want to do that. Do your little swoop. All right. So already it's got a nice hold to it. All right. As you can see, it's got a nice hold to it. But sometimes after a while, or for a lot of us that have really coily edges, that hold don't last, okay? You walk outside your room and come back and it's gone, right? So what I do is I take my water bottle and my finger, and I spray a little bit of water on my finger, okay? And I just go ahead and go over the swoop until the water disappears and it's completely dry. And again, I am pressing this into my edges, all right? And now if you want the best hold, it's gonna take a little time. You wanna take your time and do it, okay? Now, if you feel like that's a good hold, then good. But I go in one last time with a little bit of edge control, and I go over that one more time. Okay, and usually when I go over it one more time, I may get like a little white cast, and I hate that cast. sometimes when I'm on camera, you can kind of see like a white shadow around my edges, and I hate that. And I'm not saying that it doesn't do it all the time, but a lot of the times it does. So when that happens, I take more water. For some reason, water just helps. And I do that process again. I just go over it with a little bit of water, and I go over it. I'm pressing it into my head until the water completely dries. Now you gotta make sure the water, you gotta keep pressing until the water completely dries, okay? And baby, it's not going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Spray a little water to get the edges ready. And then I'm gonna take my edge control, go in. And you wanna be a little heavy-handed with the edge control, right? Go in with the edge control. But don't put too much, because that's what causes the white on your edges. And then you just want to create whatever swoop, whatever design that you want to create. Do that. And at the same time, use your finger to press it down. So I'm going over it with the brush, but after the brush, I use my finger to press it down. All right. Now I'm going to go back in with some water on my finger, and I'm going to press that down until it's dry, until the water is dry. That is the key. Press it down until the water is dry. All right, and when it's dry, it'll be hard to kind of glide your finger over it because it'll be dry. Use the comb to shape it in whatever shape that you want. All right, and that is pretty much how I lay the edges. Now I do have a little bit more down here that I want to lay down. Sometimes I brush it into that lock, but sometimes I like the little sideburn. All right, so I'm gonna take a little water. If you want them to stay, and that's what a lot of people's complaints are, they curl up as soon as you leave the house, then try this method because it works so well. All right, and once I'm done laying them down, I'm just gonna take a thin scarf and I'm going to tie them down. And I'll come back when I'm ready to take off the scarf. All right, you guys, more than enough time has passed, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off this edge scarf, or just scarf, whatever you have at home. And let's see. I think it's looking pretty good, but do you see like a bit of a white film? I see a little bit of a white film. So what I'm gonna do is go in with a little bit of water on my fingertips again, and just kind of gently, just a little bit, you don't need a lot, gently go over that to get rid of that white cast. And usually that does it for me. And it looks much better. Look at that, much better. Okay, not a lot. Like I said, don't do enough to where you're gonna disturb what you've done. But look at this, nothing, very much laid down. So lastly, you guys, if you have any like buildup from where you were applying the edge control, I usually just take a makeup wipe and wipe that out of my locks, and it comes right out. Yeah, so that's makeup and edge control, and you don't want that to build up in your locks. So I usually just take that and just kind of scrub it out. This method usually works for me. If you guys know of any other methods, or share, comment down below and share the method that you use, and let me know if you're gonna try this method or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will put all of the products, I'll try to find them all, including the edge brush, and I will link them in this video and put them in the description box. So, All right, you guys, that's all I have. I'll talk to you down below in the comment section. Bye.